Let's unpack this stack of source material you shared. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something that, well, affects everyone. The factors that can maybe speed up how we age.
Right. Aging itself, it's biological, totally natural, of course. But what's really striking in these sources is the emphasis on how much our daily habits seem to push the accelerator or the brake.
Exactly. This material really kind of zeroes in on specific lifestyle habits. It almost presents them as direct drivers, making us age faster. So our mission here is to pull out the key takeaways from these sources, what they call the main culprits.
Yeah, they're pretty direct. They list 6 major culprits, and as we go through them, some might feel like, okay, yeah, I knew that, but others, maybe a little surprising. The good news, though, is mostly things we can actually do something about.
Right. Good point. So let's get straight into these 6 factors the sources are highlighting. First one up. Too much sitting.
Yeah, and it's not just like not exercising enough. It's specifically the prolonged sitting. The sources point out how it reduces circulation. Think about nutrient delivery, waste removal. It slows that down at the cellular level.
So circulation is key there.
Definitely. And it's also strongly linked, they say, to a higher risk of chronic diseases. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes.
Which themselves are linked to aging faster, right?
Exactly. Those conditions often show up with biological markers of accelerated aging.
Okay, so it's the static state itself that's problematic, not just the lack of calorie burn. That actually links kind of nicely to the next point. Unhealthy diet. Feels obvious, maybe?
Yeah.
How do the sources frame it?
Well, yeah, it feels intuitive, but they dig into the mechanism. They focus on diets high in processed foods and sugars. These apparently promote chronic inflammation.
Inflammation. That word comes up a lot.
It does. Like a low-grade fire sort of smoldering in the body, damaging cells and tissues over time. Plus, oxidative stress, AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These diets contribute to those too, directly damaging proteins, DNA, the real building blocks.
Got it. Damage from the inside out. Okay, culprit number 3. Disrupted internal clock. Sounds like sleep.
Sleep, yes, but maybe broader. It's about irregular sleep patterns, messing up your circadian rhythm, that natural 24-hour cycle.
So not just how much sleep, but when.
Precisely. The sources explain that disrupting this rhythm throws off your hormonal balance. Think cortisol, melatonin, growth hormone, all crucial for repair. When that timing's off, your body basically misses its scheduled maintenance. Damage builds up faster.
That repair mechanism seems vital. Okay, moving to more external factors. Number 4 is smoking and environmental toxins.
Yeah, this one covers the harmful stuff we're exposed to, cigarette smoke, obviously, but also certain pollutants. The sources are clear. These introduce a massive load of free radicals.
Oxidative damage again.
Exactly. Causes significant damage to cells, breaks down collagen in the skin, hence faster skin aging, and harms organs directly. It shows up inside and out.
Makes sense. Direct assault from the outside.
Yeah.
Now, number 5 is lack of sleep. How's this different from the disrupted clock? Seems related.
It is related. Good question. The clock is more about regularity and timing. Lack of sleep is more about the sheer quantity and quality of rest.
Okay.
So the sources emphasize just not getting enough good sleep consistently means your body can't do those essential overnight repairs.
Yeah.
It also impacts cognitive function, hormone regulation, separately from the timing issue. Both are bad, just different angles on how repair gets shortchanged.
Okay, got the distinction. Quantity versus timing, though both hit that repair cycle.
Yeah.
And finally, the 6th major culprit, according to these sources, chronic stress and unresolved trauma.
This really pulls in the mind-body connection, doesn't it? The sources explain that constant emotional stress, maybe from unresolved stuff that keeps your nervous system on high alert, it leads to constantly high levels of stress hormones, like cortisol, and chronic high cortisol. It fuels inflammation, suppresses your immune system, messes with sleep, see the connections.
It all ties together.
Right. And it can even impact brain structure over time. It's like keeping the body in a constant state of alarm. That's incredibly aging.
Wow. Okay, so just to recap, based on this material, too much sitting, unhealthy diet, especially processed food, sugar, disrupted internal clock, smoking and toxins, lack of sleep, and chronic stress trauma. Those are the 6 keys highlighted.
And the really powerful takeaway, the bit of hope the sources offer, is that actually addressing these, making healthier choices, well, it can help slow down the aging process and improve overall well-being.
So it's not saying you stop aging, but
it strongly suggests the speed is linked to these habits. You have some control over the pace, potentially.
Right. So thinking about this for you, our listener, as you hear this list from the sources, maybe reflect for a second. Is there one, maybe 2, of these 6 factors that kind of jumps out? where you feel, maybe that's an area I could focus on. What stands out to you? Something to mull over.